$95. Let's give you a little sneak peek at what's coming up. Oh, we're gonna dive right into it. This is the Panda. And by the way, I do want everyone to know this is one of our most limited items in the hour. If you want to add sort of an international flair, or if you have a love of animals, what's not to love about a panda? The symbol of peace and good luck and strength and friendship. He's adorable, but there's a lot more to the story, and Mike's gonna tell you all about it. You can get it home today for 3 flexible payments of less than $37 a month.
I'll leave the panda part to you.
Okay.
I'll talk about the coin part of it. Of course, pandas are cuddly and adorable, but from a numismatic or coin standpoint, we have the American Silver Eagle that was started in 1986. One of the reasons we started the American Silver Eagle is because the Chinese government had started the Chinese Panda in 1982 and was becoming increasingly popular as a collectible silver coin. One of the cool things that they've done with the Panda is they've made sure that each and every one of the pandas is a unique one-year only design. So this is a 2019 coin with a design that is unique to 2019. Where the American Eagle doesn't change on the obverse or reverse for the entire series, it's the same one and changes only by date. The Chinese Panda, this is every single year, of course with the date changing, but the picture of the Panda always changes. The other interesting thing about this is the fact that the Panda, rarely we're able to get the coins out of Asia because they're tremendously popular in Asia. You know, in China and Japan, Australia, New Zealand, you know, Thailand, Indonesia. I mean, you know, there's hundreds of millions of people over there, billions of people over there that are collecting the Chinese Panda. So we get a very tiny allocation. So you look at our first day of issue for the 2019 Panda, and it's 389 coins. Now we've aired this, I think, maybe 1.5 times, if you will, prior to this. So we have nowhere near 389 coins. That's our availability in first day issue for the entire year is 389. We did ANACS first day of issue in the American Silver Eagle. Our first day of issue was 12,000 coins, and we sold them out in a single day. Here, that's always our today's special on or about New Year's Eve day. It has been the tradition here for many, 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 many years. So the Chinese Panda, from that regard, is, you know, literally 40 times rarer than the American Silver Eagle in this. So you have that collectability. You still have, of course, the intrinsic collectability, the fact that it's first day of issue, the fact that you get the red oak presentation box, the fact that the allocation of the Chinese Panda in the United States is exceedingly small compared to the production and mintage of this particular coin. So all told, a very, very difficult coin to find in the United States. And of course, all of the ANACS first day of issues that you see here are 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. So you can't get this coin anywhere but right here.
Let's talk about grading coins. If you're new to coin collecting, how do you know what the grade is of the coin or the quality?
Well, grading coins is as much an art as it is a science. And what people do in terms of grading, and we anticipate trying to grade as best we can, but we leave that for the most part in the coin industry to independent third-party certification companies. There are 4 recognized certification companies in the United States. There is ANACS, there's PCGS, there's NGC, and there's ICG. ANACS first day of issue, as well as ICG first day of issue, is 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. Now we have NGC and PCGS special labels that we have that are exclusive to us here, but in terms of first day of issue, there's no other iteration of first day of issue for ANACS, which is the oldest of the 4 grading companies. There's no other iteration of first day of issue that's available anywhere except right here. So that makes it a special opportunity. So what you know is, you can see we had about 10 dozen or so of these pandas left. When you look at this, so when you have that exclusivity, you know that there's exactly 389. Whereas an NGC or PCGS, their first day of issue, there'll be thousands and thousands and thousands of coins for the Panda. We have 389. The other thing that you can know is, since it is exclusive, that $109.95 is the guaranteed lowest price for the ANACS first day of issue Panda coin.
And then when it gets that MS70 grade.
Right, the higher the grade, the more it's worth, and in coin collecting, Mint State 70 is absolutely perfect. We don't grade on a 100-point scale, we grade on a 70-point scale. So Mint State 70, there is no Mint State 71 or 70.1 or Mint State 100. Mint State 70 is perfect. It's incredibly, incredibly important to the value of the coin. The difference between a Mint State 69 and a Mint State 70 can be absolutely significant. As a matter of fact, we'll see examples of that in this show.
Yeah, I wanted to point that out. So I love that you're getting that MS70, and again, you're getting that wonderful Panda. You're right, the Panda as well as all the other factors make that a wonderful, unique gift, and I would add that